We're live here in San Diego, California on the beautiful Farley Mowat boat with the lovely Meg, how do you say her last name?
Hein.
Hein, who is in port from Mexico. Tell us all about what we're doing here in San Diego, California.
Sure. So the ship we're on right now is called the MV Farley Mowat. It's one of Sea Shepherd's island class cutters. So it was purchased from the American Coast Guards, and now it's part of the fleet. And this one has been what is the oldest active ship for us, or of the cutter class. We're in San Diego right now after spending 10 months down in Mexico on campaign fighting against poaching and trying to save this lovely creature called the vaquita porpoise. So,
well, take us on a tour. I'm super excited. Actually, let's just real quickly, briefly share what responsibilities you have on the ship.
Sure. So right now in port, I'm taking on the role as manager, so I'm just kind of overseeing general day-to-day tasks and any of the administration, accounting, all that kind of stuff, and organizing anything that needs to happen with the port authorities or getting the ship ready for the next campaign. So last week I was getting off ship, getting some supplies and so forth for the ship, and then but in Sea Shepherd, I've filled in a lot of different roles. I'm usually a chef on board, so a vegan chef on board, and that's usually the role and the one I kind of gravitate towards the most. And I've also, on a bigger ship, a couple years ago, I was an engineer on the ship, so I got to go down and be a grease monkey for a little while and learn all about that kind of stuff. So it was really interesting, and hopefully we'll be doing a little bit more engineering in the future too.
Well, we're excited to see the inside of a Sea Shepherd vessel.
Sure, yeah. So this is our mess. This is our day off today. So this is Matt and Tammy.
Some of your crew. Hi, you guys.
So yeah, it was. This is where we spend the most time. Congregating, eating, playing games, doing crew meetings and stuff like that. So it's obviously the most homey. It's got like lots of paintings and books and all sorts of stuff, pictures on the walls and stuff. So yeah,
these are beautiful paintings too. These are so gorgeous. Look at this.
Yeah, so this was actually painted by another vegan chef, a year ago, I think it was. She hurt her ankle, and so while they were in port, instead of cooking, she was tasked with painting the mess. And
sorry. Wow, and look at this. This is the port to
that's the
engine room, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
and I see some of the activist stickers you guys have collected, including this one, which is coming up in Los Angeles, a March of Silence on the 12th of September. Eat plants, get strong, save animals.
Yeah.
Wow, and you brought up a point earlier. I just want to peek in here. That's the engine room.
Yeah.
And you brought up a point earlier, Meg, about Sea Shepherd being the only, say what you said earlier.
Yeah, so Sea Shepherd's the only vegan marine conservation organization out there. So yeah, we believe that to save their oceans, we shouldn't be consuming animals, because let alone scientists have proven that, or think that by 2048 the oceans will be completely depleted of all fish, and so a lot of people say, oh well, I don't eat fish, but so I'm saving the oceans. But if you're eating animals, like if you're eating livestock, animal agriculture, I think it's 40 to 40% of fish that's taken out of the oceans is put straight back into animal agriculture. So you're not really doing any better if you're eating animals but not eating fish for the oceans. And so yeah, for conservation, we're vegan. The future of conservation is veganism. So yeah, we believe quite strongly about that. So right behind you is actually the galley where all of the vegan food is cooked.
Yeah, this is where all the vegan food is cooked. This is her kitchen. Check this out.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good sized kitchen, I gotta say. I feel like I'm a little bit in a motorhome / on a ship. Yeah. Look at this, all the mixing bowls, everything's behind closed cupboards, so when the seas get rough, which they do. I was hearing they do get rough.
Yeah, they definitely get rough. So
when you're out there in Mexico and all the different excursions. You said you were outside of Florida. No, excuse me.
This ship originally was kind of fitted for Sea Shepherd in Florida, and then it sailed down through the Panama Canal and then all the way up to the Sea of Cortez in Mexico, where we've been doing Operation Milagro, which I'll talk to you more about as we
let's
move
go
up.
up.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I'm going to go up first just to kind of show the staircase. We're going up, so I'm not, here we go, going on up this very steep, but Here we are. The life jackets. Oh my goodness, it is a gorgeous day in San Diego. I just want to show everyone the beautiful view of the ocean. We are right here in the port of San Diego.
Sure.
And this is Paige Parsons Roach reporting live. If you're just joining us, I'm with Meg, who is one of the, well, she is basically she's in charge here in San Diego right now with Sea Shepherd. And we have a crew of, I believe you said 9?
At the moment, yeah.
At the moment, okay. We're coming on in.
Yeah, and so but the ship can hold around 18 people. So we've got 18 berths. So
And
it gets pretty crowded when there's that many people.
You told me that everyone is a volunteer.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The 90% of the crew are volunteers. So usually the captain and the chief engineer, they're paid because obviously they've have to have certifications to be at sea. They have to take on a lot of responsibility. So yeah, they're paid, but the majority of the crew isn't. Like, I'm volunteer, and Matt and Tammy, who were just on the film, they're also volunteers and stuff. So everyone in port right now, all 9 of us are volunteers. So
Okay, where are we now?
we're right here. Okay, so when this was a Coast Guard ship, this was the comms office, but as a Sea Shepherd ship, this is a very important room for us. This is our media lab. So this is where we make all of the videos to get our message out about what we're doing on campaigns, where we record illegal activity. So down here, there's some drones and some cameras, and
They're all in boxes, but
yeah.
you know, they're safely tucked away.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you can kind of see there's a little bit of equipment here.
yeah.
And,
So
well,
yeah.
okay, this is the real stuff.
Sure,
This
exactly.
is the nuts and bolts of what.
and Sea Shepherd, you know, we believe in aggressive nonviolence, so we're not going to shoot anyone, or we don't carry guns or any weapons. This is our weapon. Media is our weapon. This is how we get our message out, and this is how we're going to change the tide of what's happening down there. So we're going to head up to the bridge now.
All right,
So
heading
I'm
up
just
to the bridge. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get this beautiful picture here of. Now this is interesting. It's a panda bear with a dragon and some fish.
Yeah. So this is.
Wait, I'm coming up so we can hear you. Hang on. Walking up the next steps, headed up to the top level, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, this is the bridge.
Ooh, I can feel the cool breeze.
Yeah.
I get a little seasick, so this is nice.
Yeah, you know, like
Here, let's come where everyone can
Sure.
see the gorgeous view too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you were saying, about the panda in the picture.
Yeah, that's a Mexican folklore that is just a painting that we have. It has to do with the vaquita. There's a lot of different artwork on this ship about the vaquita or for the vaquita, because it's the main mission that this ship has been on. So
Okay.
the vaquita.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'll come.
Getting the best lighting here. Looking for it.
Yeah. So the vaquita marina is a porpoise,
Yes.
and it is the most endangered marine mammal in the world. It's only endemic to the Sea of Cortez, so the upper Gulf of California, and for the last 3 years, I think 3 campaigns, this ship has been going down and trying to protect it. So for Sea Shepherd, we've done 4 Operation Milagros, and this ship, the Farley Mowat, has done Milagro 2, 3, and 4. The first year, it was just the Martin Sheen, our research vessel that was down there. The Mexican government allowed us to go down and try to document vaquita, or look at what the effects of the poaching was having down there. And then the second year, they said, okay, yes, we see that this is a problem, and they started to allow us to remove some of the illegal nets, because there's a vaquita refuge down there, so an area where gill nets are completely banned in the area. And just last year, Sea Shepherd was able to increase the size through us working with CERVA, which are a group of scientists, and recording and putting data forth. So, you know, they're looking at us as anti-poaching experts. So, and they turn to us to see, you know, like what's going to secure a future for this animal. So, because scientists believe there's less than 30 vaquita left in existence, which is a crazy number. And so we're doing everything we can to make sure there's a future for them.
I'm going to show the ship's view from here while
sure.
you're sharing. This is amazing
Yeah.
what you're sharing. And those of you who are just joining us, we are aboard a Sea Shepherd ship that it's called a cutter.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's an
And
old Coast Guard ship.
Old Coast Guard ship that was gifted if
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, we it was decommissioned, and then we purchased it with donation money. So,
Donation money. So you're a
yeah.
donation-based organization.
So we're non-for-profit, we're non-governmental, and we're worldwide. We have 11 ships operating all over the world, fighting against poaching and illegal activity, and trying to secure a future for all marine life.
And can you tell us a little bit about Captain Paul Watson?
Sure. So Paul Watson, he's the founder of this organization. He started Sea Shepherd in 1977. He actually lives in San Diego at the moment, but yeah, he is he's, you know, we wouldn't be here without him, so he's really great.
You have a lot of people chiming in. Great job, you go, girl. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
So, what's up next for you and the ship? Let's
Sure.
start with the ship, and then we'll
Yeah.
move on to what your
Sure. So,
next mission is.
The Farley Mowat actually leaves San Diego next week, so we're doing free ship tours next weekend, so Labor Day weekend. So
everyone can come on down.
yeah, so if you're in Southern California or anywhere, you want to come down and check out the ship, we'll be here on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd doing ship tours from 9 till 5. So you come on board. We've got some merch for sale as well, so if you want to wear cool Sea Shepherd clothes and all that kind of stuff.
What's the back say?
Pardon?
Does it have something on the
this
back?
one's
Oh,
a
yeah.
crew shirt.
That's the
but,
crew
yeah,
shirt,
but
okay.
we have all sorts of different shirts
Nice,
and stuff
awesome.
like that. So yeah, we'll be doing free ship tours. You can come on board and do exactly what you and I are doing here.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're heading back down to the Sea of Cortez to keep trying to secure a future for the Vaquita Marina. So the ship will be heading down, and we actually do a project called the GhostNet project that leads into Operation Milagro, because basically what happens is there's so much abandoned fishing, illegal fishing gear, or just fishing gear in general, but illegal fishing gear that's left in the ocean behind, and it just becomes these forever floating death traps in the sea for, or not necessarily floating, but underwater death traps for animals, and anything gets caught in them, right? They're not specific. And so we go down and we actually work with local fishermen, legal fishermen, that want to make a difference and have a future for themselves, and their children and so forth. And we work with them to remove a lot of these nets. So they'll go out and find them for us, and then we go and remove them. And so yeah, it's a really great partnership that we have with the local community, as well as the Mexican government. The Mexican government have been incredibly helpful for us down there. Last campaign, we had a lot of tension from the poachers down there. They started firing at our drones, they fired at our ships, they were throwing Molotov cocktails at us. So we had the Mexican government brought posting officials on our boats with us. So we've had that security on board so we could continue doing our work 24/7, which has been amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm going to scan over here because this shows the name so people can see the name of the ship, the Farley Mowat. And will you please give a nod to Farley Mowat and give us a description of who this gentleman is?
So
An amazing activist, you were saying, yes.
Yeah, so Farley Mowat is I'm Canadian, and he's also Canadian, so he's got a little place in my heart. Farley Mowat is a Canadian author and an activist and a friend of Paul Watson. And when he died in 2014, a lot of money from his trust or his fund came straight to Sea Shepherd, and it made us able to buy the ship, actually. So he's been a huge supporter of Sea Shepherd even when he was alive. And we actually had another ship before this is the MV Farley Mowat. We had the RV Farley Mowat, and we had a ship prior named after him because he has given us a lot of money and a lot of support. And that ship was seized by the Canadian government back in 2008 during a seal campaign. We were up there protesting seal hunting, and in Canada at the time it was completely legal in Canadian waters to do the seal hunt that they were doing, and Sea Shepherd were opposed to it, and because we were technically illegal there, they seized our ship and kicked everyone off. And yeah, I'm not sure where the RV Farley Mowat is now. It's probably renamed or, decommissioned of some kind, but yeah, so.
I'm realizing that being a volunteer with Sea Shepherd can have a bit of mystique, mystery, and dangerousness to it.
Yeah, definitely there's
in a powerful way. I mean, you're really
Absolutely.
fighting for the lives of marine animals.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone that joins a Sea Shepherd ship, we're here for the animals. We're here to secure a future for the generations to come and stuff. And we know that if we're not here doing this work, then who's going to do it, right? So we were trying to set an example for the whole world of what we need to be doing out there. And like different laws, they dictate what is legal and what is illegal. But if you look back in history, slavery was legal, and that wasn't very good. So we're looking at different nations killing whales or poaching in different kind of ways in our view, and we look at that and say like, hey, we don't agree with this, we don't think it's right, and we're not going to stand for this. So yeah, we fight for it.
So do you ever get to wear that ship's hat, the captain's hat?
I'm not a captain. No.
I just want to show the captain's hat is here. Captain Paul Watson, thank you very much. All right, that is a beautiful cap. And, you know, I really want to reiterate what you said earlier, because we were talking a bit about cowspiracy. And for those that are just joining us, will you please go ahead and give a shout out and share how amazing Sea Shepherd is?
Yeah, so Sea Shepherd is a 100% vegan ship and organization. So all of our ships, all 11, are run vegan galleys, so vegan kitchens, if you don't know what a galley is. And the reason we do that is because the veganism is the future of conservation. So we can't very well be eating animals or using their products and turn around and say, oh, well, we're here saving the oceans. They're completely linked in together. And Cowspiracy, as you mentioned before, is a great film if you haven't seen it. And it's just about you know, veganism and environmental issues. And as an organization, Sea Shepherd, we're the only marine conservation organization that are vegan as well. Most people that are out on the seas eat fish, and the oceans are completely overfished as it is. Scientists believe that by 2048 the oceans will be completely depleted of all fish, so all marine life. So we can't eat them. We just can't. So yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like the viewers to know? Yes, and then I'm going to share one thing about you, because you've got a lot of people who are chiming in about how amazing you are. So what else would you like our viewers to know?
Yeah, like since
we're international, we're an international channel, Unchained News Network.
Yeah, so we have ships operating all over the world. We have campaigns going on in Africa right now for IUU campaigns, so that's illegal fishing down there. We're working with Coast Guards in Africa actually doing that, so that's happening over in Africa right now. And then over here, over in North America, we have a campaign happening that's just about to finish up called Operation Virus Hunter. That's with the Martin Sheen. It's our research vessel in the fleet, and that has been that one really is a big part of my heart, because that campaign is against salmon farming. So we're doing research. We're working with Alexandra Morton, who's a scientist up in Canada, to discover what's actually the effect of these salmon farms are having on the wild salmon stock. So it's a big thing, you know, people that say, oh, well, I eat farm fish, so, you know, I'm not contributing to wild, to, you know, the depletion. But eating farm fish is worse than eating wild fish, because it affects so much the wild fish stocks, and the orca that live up there are dying because they aren't getting enough food, because their wild stocks are being so depleted because of these fish farms. So it's a huge issue, and if you can look into it, because it's close to my heart. So
wow. And if somebody wanted to volunteer, they would go on seashepherd.org.
Yep, seashepherd.org/get involved. We'll link it, I guess, after this.
Great. Yeah, we'll link it.
And yeah, you can get involved in so many different ways, you know. So obviously myself, I'm crew on board, but there's chapters all over the world that you can be a part of. You can do events, you can do awareness, all that kind of stuff. And if there isn't a chapter in your city, you can start one. So you can absolutely get involved in any which way you can to save the oceans and bring awareness about what's happening out there, and you know, and it's important. It really is. So
a shout out to your donuts. we were trying to fit in a lunch break live for you, because everybody says what an amazing chef you are. You were sharing with me about some amazing cream cheese and lox that you make. Vegan.
Sure. Yeah, because
so next time
we'll do a lunch break live.
But tell us about those donuts.
Oh yeah, that's funny that someone brought those up. Yeah, apparently, that's a thing that I'm known for now, I guess. But yeah, I like to make vegan donuts, and I like to eat vegan donuts. So yeah.
And you've been covering the basis of all of the San Diego restaurants. Let's give some shout outs to some of the places.
Yeah, sure. Last night we were at Donna Jean. That place, if you're in San Diego, you should definitely go. They've got amazing food. Oh, there's so many great vegan restaurants here. Like Kindred is one of my favorites. And then there's Anthem is amazing. And then Plant Power, they do like vegan junk food, you know, burgers and fries and stuff.
It's drive-through too.
Yeah, and that's the future. You know, we're gonna get rid of these horrible chains like McDonald's and KFC and whatever, and Plant Power. Plant Power is where we're going. So.
By the way, we invite on representatives from any of the organizations mentioned here to come on and have a conversation with us about their food and what they're offering to the public.
For sure.
Anything else? You're amazing. I so appreciate this time that we've had with you.
Absolutely. I just want to say to all the viewers, you know, like Sea Shepherd, like we were mentioning before in this interview, we're completely crowdfunded. We don't get government sponsorship. We don't get corporate sponsorship. It's just from people like you watching this video that give us donations and give us time that we're able to go out there and protect the oceans. So if you're ever thinking about making a donation to any organization, Sea Shepherd is a really great one to do so. We're very direct in our actions, and we're doing the best work that we can be doing out there. So.
And we want to give a thank you to you, because I know tonight you're going to be heading up to Los Angeles, to Vernon, California.
Yeah, of course.
Vernon, and near downtown Los Angeles for the Save Movement's Pig Vigil.
I am,
that happens tonight. Is it from 9 until 11?
I think so,
Is that right? Okay, so
11,
people are carpooling from San Diego, so if you happen to be in the San Diego area, just jump on board to the Save Movement website. And if you want to reach Meg, how would they reach you to reach out?
Sure. You can find me on Instagram at Meg Hein. I think we'll have that there. And also through the Farley Mowat Facebook page. You know, I kind of monitor that as well, so we can talk through there and so forth. If you ever want to get involved, we can reach out over Facebook. So either way. And yeah, you just get involved with Sea Shepherd. There's so much resource there if you go to the website and so forth, and you can get involved that way, and there's lots of ways to reach out. So.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I want to go downstairs and show the outside of the ship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we
go
do
this
that?
way.
Oh, phenomenal. Yeah, okay, we're going to end with showing the outside,
sure.
fresh air. I'm so excited. All right, we're going to watch our step. And by the way, you can come over the weekend. Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Free tours on board. So feel free to come on out, come on down, take a trip down. There's so many great vegan restaurants. We were just hearing about a bunch of them. And look at this gorgeous, amazing day here in San Diego, California. The weather couldn't be more perfect. Okay, so, you know, climate challenge is real. And today I heard on the news that it's going to be snowing in Montana in the middle of August, end of August here. Unbelievable, right?
So yeah, the biggest contributor to climate change, you know, we all know that it's animal agriculture, so we need to fix that. We really do. And then what we do here on the ship, we're running a vegan diet and trying to protect the oceans and trying to stop poaching in its tracks. You know, we're doing the best that we can on our end, so it's
doing
an
amazing job. Here's a nod to Captain Paul Watson. So appreciate this amazing opportunity for people like Meg and yourselves to get involved.
And this boat actually that we're looking at right here, this was just donated to us by Czar, which you can see here.
Yes.
So Czar, they made this small boat, completely purpose-built it for us, so we can go out and have this fast boat to stop poaching. And we don't have an engine for it yet, so if anyone out there would like to donate us an engine, that's what we're really looking forward to right now.
Okay, that's fantastic. You hear that? Shout out for an engine, please. And as you can see, it says the Coast Guard Cutter Block Island. That it's a former Coast Guard ship that we're on. That was we raised funds for, and raised funds is what I'm saying, because all of this is a non-profit organization. The funds are all completely donated. Do we want to go down even more?
Sure, if you,
okay.
You can.
I think I can swing it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And we're down here by the Maritime Museum as well, which is a museum of, here, you want to hold the camera?
Yeah,
perfect.
Sure.
And here, let's turn it that way, like that. You got it? Great. Fantastic. I wore my vegan shoes that have a slight heel on it. Silly me. Here we go.
We'll go up to the bow. How about
yes,
that?
Let's do it. All right, so if you're just joining us, we're aboard Sea Shepherd Mowat, Farley Mowat ship that's come back from Mexico and is headed out again very shortly.
Yeah, and this is one of 3 cutters that we have in the fleet. So this is the Farley Mowat, we have the MV Sharpie, and the MV John Paul DeJoy. I've crewed on the JPD before too, and it's a great ship. And they're all going to be starting new campaigns very soon. So yeah, it's very exciting.
Super cool. I'm trying to see if there's any questions here. Somebody was saying, have you been to any organic restaurants down here? Salmon is dangerous too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
And okay, and Meg is amazing. Okay, wow, this is phenomenal. Okay, wait, where are you headed next? Did you say that?
Well, me personally,
yes,
or the
you
ship?
Personally.
So the ship is about to leave, as I said. But I won't be joining it because I'll be flying up to Canada to rejoin the Martin Sheen, the RV Martin Sheen, one of the only sailboat in our fleet, and it's our research vessel. So I'll be joining that ship to go back to the galley. I'm going to start cooking again on that ship for transit down to Mexico, where it's about to start another campaign as well, another research campaign. So it's going to be doing some exciting stuff too.
Well, I'm going to take it all the way back here. We're going to say ships ahoy to you. We're going to say off on board. Let's take a picture of this. Let me just show you this beautiful flag flying here in downtown San Diego, where you can come and get aboard this weekend for free tour. How gorgeous is this? Come on down, try out the vegan restaurants. Meet Meg. Meg will be here giving tours. Yeah. And the whole crew. So thank you so much for joining us today, our viewers. Thank you for joining us, Meg. We're so grateful for this time with you, and we're grateful to see Shepherd as well. This is Paige Parsons Roach signing off with Jane Unchained. Check out our website at janeunchained.com and share this video. Share it out to your friends who basically say maybe things like, oh, I still eat fish, but I love animals, and I'm doing the right thing by eating farm fish. And
yeah, exactly.
And, yeah, so, no, yeah. Right?
Eating fish is not the answer. It's not the answer. If you love animals, then and you're still eating them, it doesn't make sense.
Go vegan.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.